Evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel and some Hold My Beer. Yes, some more Hold My Beer. I have cut down a lot, to be honest, on OP replays and your guys' replays, to be honest, and mainly that's because of you guys. And this is what I just want to quickly explain whilst this replay is on. Why I used to do sort of OP replays, Hold My Beer, Hold My Vodka, Hold My whatever you call it, on a daily basis. I've got the content there. I've got the content. You guys have been amazing, and I keep getting so many emails of replays every single month from you guys. Good replays, bad replays, just the average replays. Anything is welcome. And I always say, even if it's not like a 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 battle, if you think it's a good replay, send it anyway, because you never know, I could be doing a video on that particular tank. So even though I haven't been showcasing these replays often, please still send me the replays. But the reason I haven't been showing more OP replays, Hold My Beers, etc., is because of you guys. It is because of you guys, because over the last sort of I'd say over the last year, a year ago, I was sort of averaging 15,000, almost 20,000 views per video, which was amazing. Last year was absolutely amazing for me and my channel, and a lot of other YouTubers. I mean, Droodles, Pantooth, they all did absolutely amazing. But over the last sort of 12 months, the channel has been, I'm going to admit it, the channel's been dying. The channel has been dying. And I'm averaging now sort of 5,000 to 6,000 views. Now, I don't know what the reason is. I know people go off Blitz, and I know a lot of people don't play the game no more, especially those that have been subscribed. But it obviously for me, it is a downer. It is a downer for me, and I do sit there and think, what's the point of making so much of an effort to do 2 videos a day when I'm just not getting the views? And you would think that would actually make me do more videos, because obviously when it comes to money, I'm getting a lot less than I was a year ago. A lot less. I couldn't live off this. I mean, a year ago, to think that I was gonna quit my job to go Blitz full-time and YouTube full-time in general, I could have done that a year ago. Now, nowhere near. And yes, I get that it is Blitz in general. It's a mobile game, and I understand that people will go off it. But of course, new people will still come, and that's where I need to get the new people to subscribe. And that's really the reason why I've not done as much OP replays. And your guys, like, I've been using a lot more of my own content because I know a lot of you used to complain that I'm using too many replays in my videos. I have cut that right down. Of course, I'm still going to use the odd video in a review. If I get a replay that is amazing and I want to review that tank, of course I will use a replay for that. But on top of that, I will always use my own replay as well. So if I'm reviewing M6 Yo, I'm not just going to use your replays for that review. I will maybe use 1 or 2, but I would always make sure that I'm using at least one of my replays, so I can show you guys how I play the tank. And of course, then I show you someone else playing the tank and explain to you why they're doing certain things. So yeah, the OP replays, Hold My Beer, they are still going to come, but they're not going to be as often, because again, there's many reasons. As I've said, the views, people don't really watch them. I still get a few thousand views on them. Of course, I still get some views, but it's just kind of, I don't want to. I don't want to. YouTube in general has just made me down. It's just made me down and think, why should I put so much work into YouTube if I'm just not getting the views anymore? So yeah, that's why a lot of the OP replays will not be so much so often. so often, but they're still going to be there. Maybe 1 or 2 a week, maybe 1 a week. We'll see how it goes, because lately I've just been spending that time that I would usually make these videos and recording them with my family, and that's how it should have been, and that's how it should be. And again, if I'm not making that living that I need to from YouTube, I mean, a year ago I had 50 patrons, now I've got 19, so you can see there, that's a massive drop in patrons as well. So it's not just the YouTube revenue that I'm missing out on, it's also Patreons and stuff like that. So I'm not going to quit YouTube, of course. Right now, I'm not going to quit YouTube. I'm doing it. It's still one of my jobs, one of my income. But it's not that I don't enjoy it no more. It's knowing that you guys are not enjoying it that makes me not want to do it, if you know what I mean. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy playing the game, but seeing as the views have gone from sort of 20,000 views each video to 5,000 views each video, it does really put a down on you, thinking, what am I doing wrong? Like the streaming, I've bought a whole new setup for streaming. And of course I don't stream, even that I don't stream as often, because it's just like, what's the point? A year ago I was getting 500 viewers in a live stream. Now I get 100. So overall, I think Blitz I don't think it's dying, because new people are coming into the game. People are leaving, but new people are coming into the game. And that's where I think I need to try and start getting newer people into my videos. But who knows? We'll see. But my daily content will still be there. Of course, I'm still going to do that one video every day, and I might miss the odd day. But yeah, the OP replays, Hold My Beer series will die down. They have died down a lot, and I think for now they will continue to die down, and you might only get sort of 1 or 2 a week. So now that replay has finished and I've stopped rabbiting on, we're gonna have an OP replay, and we are watching Howie, yep, you from the Legion clan, driving the Vickers Light. Of course, we do have a new light tank, the T100, but we can't forget about the Vickers. The Vickers is still an amazing tank, and Howie is just going to showcase that this tank can still be a force to reckon with. It is still an amazing tank, especially on this map. If you manage to get the other side of this, where Huey is now, you can really dominate the game. And at the minute, you can see that no one is contesting this side of the map. You do have, of course, people looking over, but not there's only one medium tank, and that's the Bajetta. And of course he didn't want to cross. Because if he did cross, he would just get torn apart. But no one wants to push. And I always say this side of the map is, of course, the side of the map to go, but you can sort of change that. And if you go to the port, if you go the other side, then you're making our guy here in the Vickers useless, because he can't do anything. So you have to sort of look at the map, look at the mini map, look at the opposition, and think, is this side of the map really worth contesting? Is it really worth coming this side of the map? Now, when people go left on the other side of the map, people complain, people moan, why are you going that side of the map? But the red team this game should have gone the other side of the map, because this corner can change games. This corner can change the outcome of a game, because no one can really get you. Of course, they can shoot you if you're showing your turret and if exposing yourself, but all whilst that the enemy team are looking at you, your team are also going to be shooting them. And especially if 2 tanks are able to get this corner, then it's already almost an automatic loss. So Huey now has dealt up 4.8k damage. He's only bounced 1 shot, but nothing really has been nothing's worried him, nothing's really contested him, and you can just see the enemy falling apart. But to be fair to them, they still do a good job. Now this T57 has kind of gave up, but he dies. He does, however, take out the AMX-50B, and as you can see, the enemy have still done a decent job. They've still got it now down down to a 3 versus 3. If they push the 60 TP together, then they could still win this game. But of course they don't want to push because of this Vickers here that is just farming this damage. He's managed to farm up now 5,400 damage without even having to really move. And you can see none of the enemy team want to move, and if they do move, they're just going to get torn apart unless they get lucky with a bounce into their side. So he's still waiting. I mean, Huey here, sorry, Howie. Why did I call him Huey? Howie, sorry, I do apologize. So he hadn't had to move, but the enemy are now doing the right thing. They are not really moving to give these shots to Howie, and that's good, because that means Howie and the rest of his team are going to have to move. They're going to have to move, and you can see he's already repositioned himself, and the IS-7 made that mistake. He's come around the corner and he paid the price, because now he's a one shot to the 60 TP possibly, and he is a one shot to the Jag Panzer E100. Now the AMX-50B decides to flank around. Now we know that there are only 2 tanks to the left, and there is just 1 tank to the right. Now he could rush the AMX-50B here. He could rush him knowing that he's on his own. You can see that he's trying to use his magazine into the Jaegeru, so our guy Howie could push him because he is now isolated, and he spotted that. He knows that, and he is pushing towards this AMX-50B. Now if he just sits around this corner being a nuisance, he could actually drag the 50B out to the Jaegeru, but of course the Jaegeru decides to drop down, and here is the 50B now. He's got 1 shell left. He does take a shot, but he should now be able to, as long as he doesn't just some splash damage, he should be able to take this AMX-50B out before he has reloaded. And as you can see, he's now a 1 shot. He's got 3 seconds left. As long as he doesn't get shot, because not taking that shot there was vital, because now at least he can take a shot from the IS-7. He can't really take a shot from the 60 TP unless the 60 TP really low rolls. He took a lot of damage there. He was full hit points, but he took a lot of damage. But he is now up to 7.1k damage. Time is running out. Just a minute and a half left to go. But both of these guys are basically a 1 shot each, or the IS-7 is a 1 shot to this Jaegeru, and you can see the Jaegeru has now decided to push forward. The 60 TP that is a very dangerous play, but with just less than a minute and a half left on the clock, he knows he needs to do something. He knows he has to be risky, and that's exactly what he's doing. So the 60 TP now has gone around. Is he going to drop down further left? He needs to hide from the 60 TP. Now again, he can take a shot from the IS-7. Luckily the IS-7 misses his shot, and he is able now to get a nice shot into him and a nice kill. 8.4k damage, and now here comes the little push. 55 seconds left on the clock. The 60 TP is now a 1 shot, and the Jaegeru is going to take him out. So very good game there. Pushes when he needed to push. Even the Jaegeru pushed when he needed to push, and overall a very good battle with 8,790 damage. Very well played, very well aced as well, definitely deserved, and just overall a decent battle. And it just showcases, if you don't get that river, then things like that could happen. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope you guys understand why there's not as many OP replays that is going to be on the channel. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.